talk about storage. Debbie mentioned that there's online or off-site backups that you can use. Basically, you can install software on your PC or you can install it on your server, and it tells this off-site location every time I make a change, go ahead and update it there as well. Or you can tell it to just do it nightly or weekly. And the benefit of that is while you're not only is it a backup, but you can go traveling. You go to the airport, you go into this site on the internet, and there's all your files that you normally had back at your office. Another form of redundant storage is RAID. Trying to explain this as simple as I can, but this is a logical picture of 4 hard drives. And this type of RAID, I got to tell you what RAID stands for. It's a redundant array of independent, inexpensive disks. I say independent, inexpensive because the terms change over the years. Because inexpensive isn't cool anymore. When it comes to redundancy. Basically, these are the 4 hard drives. And what you're doing is you're taking one hard drive and you're putting it aside logically so that there's backup for all 4 hard drives total. I guess another way of looking at it is each of these drives has a little piece of all the other drives. So if one drive fails, the other 3 as a collective all talk to each other and say, what did you think was on that drive? Well, I think I have that on that drive. Oh, I have this on that drive. And they all work together and they rebuild what was on that drive. And they're waiting for that network admin to pop a new drive in there. Because if 2 go out, you're done. Connectivity. I think we mentioned earlier in some of the presentations that the PBX presentation is that you want to have additional landlines hooked into your PBX in the event that something were to happen to your desk phones, or something were to happen to your main feed from your telephone company. You want to have additional copper lines that are available so that you can still dial 911. That's on the voice side. Actually, another item on the voice side we talked about with unified communications is call forwarding. Redundant connectivity is having a cell phone that you call forward your office line to when it breaks. Hopefully, it'll never break. Another form of redundant connectivity is having more than one FAT pipe. And Paul showed you a picture of 2 FAT pipes earlier. And if one of those FAT pipes fails, the other one just keeps delivering everything that the both of them as a collective were delivering. And it's endless. You can have all different kinds of things connected more than once in different parts of your network. But the last thing I wanted to touch on was network interface cards. Just basically your network card in the back of your computer. Just like I showed you those 2 power supplies, you can have 2 network cards. And back in your wiring closet, you could have 2 switches. And then down in your main telephone room or your main data room, you could have 2 routers. And everything's just 2. So if anything fails along the way, you've got everything programmed. We'll talk about that a little later. So that it knows what to do, and it just keeps going.